With 8 games to go in the Premier League, we are still neck and neck with Spurs on the same points, so we don't want to be slipping up in the race for the title. We do play Wolves today in the Premier League away from home at Molineux, but we do also have the second leg of our Champions League knockout tie against Juventus. We beat them 3-1 away from home, so we should be pretty straightforward to get to the quarterfinals. The key word there being, we should. What's going on, guys? My name is Adam, I am a Super Swan, and welcome to episode 80 of the Saving Swans series. We're recording these back to back, which is why I'm wearing the same Bullet Club t-shirt from the last episode. But I don't know if you can see because my thing got cut out. Bullet Club for life, bro. I'm not sure that's the saying. But we are on the same points as Spurs. 30 games played, 75 points. We are on course for a record points total. If we can beat last season, hopefully we should be able to win the league. But the games we've got coming up today are Juventus at home and Wolves away in the Premier League. We have got 3-1 advantage over Juventus, so we should hopefully get ourselves into the quarterfinals. With that in mind, we can do a little bit of a rotation in the team, so it's not our ultimate strongest team, but we can make some changes. Timo Horn's our cup goalkeeper, he's going to go in goal. Shelby Johnson, Boning, Arthur and Nart. Nart coming back for his first game since injury. Pineda, Paul and Almiron in the middle. Jose in that advanced playmaker position. And Yomar and Mbolo are starting up front today. Oh, also, we played Cardiff City off screen. We beat them 2-0. We don't need to show that off. They're only our noisy neighbours. We don't really care about them anyway. But we're going to challenge the team to pick up, where they left off from last time. As long as we don't screw up majorly, we should get into the quarterfinals of the Champions League. We've got 3 away goals. We just need to make sure we rubber stamp ourselves a place in that draw, which will probably be coming up in this episode if we manage to get through. Because nothing's certain yet, my friends. If we can beat them 3-1 away, they can beat us 3-1 at home. But we do make the save. Timo Horn over the bar, and Juventus look like they are up for it. They want to be making sure they're getting themselves some goals. They will need to beat us by 3 goals to get through, pretty much, because we've got those 3 away goals. But Pineda does a poor ball and Juventus are starting to attack. Morata works his way wide, crosses it in for DeMarco. It's over the bar. And it does look like it's all Juventus at the moment. I'm going to encourage the team. Because if we can grab 1 goal, I think that'll kill this game off. But a corner from Jose. Arthur! Unlucky from Arthur, heads it over the bar. And we are coming up to half time and it's still 0-0, which is perfectly fine by me. I got no problems with that whatsoever. But we're waiting for that half time whistle. We had 6 shots, none on target so far. Apparently we should be saying that's a very good performance. I wouldn't necessarily agree, but there we are. We will let my assistant manager do the talk. He hasn't let me down much over the course of this, 6.5 year career. But like I say, 0-0's fine, because we'll still qualify. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. I would like to get a goal just to, rubber stamp the place in the quarterfinal. But realistically, Juventus have got to score 3 goals without reply to get through. Pineda's fouled the box, but it is crossed in. No penalty, ref. Okay, fine, whatever. Szczesny to Koulibaly. And Juventus are going to start their attack, trying to find Morata, but Arthur's going to be there to cut it out. Plays it back to Timo Horn. And we'll start from the back ourselves. We'll play patient football. Or a long ball over the top to Mbolo. Oh, hits the post. That would have been a nice goal. Long ball and a goal. But we'll make some changes 70 minutes in. Mbolo's not having the best of games, so we'll bring Girigori on for him. Anybody else underperforming or looking a bit tired out there? Pineda's looking a bit tired, so we'll bring on De Luca as a Mazzella. And then we'll make one more sub then a little bit later on in the game. But 0-0, I'm perfectly happy with that. Not. Finds Zachary Paul to Yomar. De Luca in the box, and he grabs himself a goal. Fabio De Luca off the bench. He now has 20 long shots, by the way. Not 19, 20. Does this count as a long shot, though? Let's have a look. So Yomar back to Nart. He plays it back to Yomar, I believe. No, Zachary Paul to Yomar. No, that can't be a long shot. He's in the box. But it doesn't matter. He gets the finish. And we are 1-0 up. Juventus have now got to score 3 goals to take it to extra time. So it doesn't change much for them. They've scored 3 goals in 10 minutes. I wouldn't put it past them. We've seen crazier games than that before in this series. But Boning is going to cut that out. And we send it back to Timo Horn. Nart to Almiron. Lovely flick on to Yomar. Can he find Girigori? It was a poor pass, but he does find him. Shelby Johnson on the overlap. No, goes back in the middle. And it's some lovely passing play. I was just watching it go, and I just had nowhere's eyes offside. That's why. But there was some lovely passing play from the boys there. Fair play. Fair play to them. De Luca crosses it in for Arthur. Over the bar. And I think, my friends, we are going to be in the quarter-final draw for the Champions League. As Juventus are going to score 3 goals in 10 seconds. It's not going to happen. We are going to knock out Juventus of the Champions League. And there's the final whistle. Juventus are out. We do get a 1-0 win at home. Just to seal the place in the quarter-final. And we've been awarded £5 million. So that cancels out the £5 million we've paid Gremio for Arthur. But we do win in the Champions Cup first knockout round. First leg triumph helps Swansea past Juventus. And Barcelona are still scouting De Luca. You're not going to get him. You are not going to get him. So we are going to come back for the Wolves game. If there's a draw for the Champions League in between, I will see you for that. And here we are. It's the Champions League quarter-final draw. The teams that we can have is anyone. There's no bias anymore. It'll be anybody they pull out of the pot. So the potential opponents will be Monaco, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Hamburg, Leverkusen, Liverpool, or PSG. So what we'll do an automatic draw, and we'll see who we get. Let's have a look. PSG, are we going to get them again? Yeah, we do! No way! So it's PSG we get in the Champions League. Again, we had them home and away in the group stage, and we did beat them at home, but lost to them away. And they've knocked us out of the last 2 Champions League competitions. So it is PSG we get. Oh my days. Are they going to knock us out for a 3rd year running? Surely not. But have a look at the schedule, see where it fits in. Oh, that actually fits in very well because it's sandwiched between the Tottenham game. So those 3 games are going to define our season. Whether we get to the semi-finals of the Champions League, are we going to be title contenders? Those 3 games are going to decide it. But that's in the future. We have a game against Wolves to play today. I will see you for the lineup against Wolves. So Spurs are not playing today, so a win against Wolves today will get us top of the league. Well, a draw would get us top of the league as we're on the same points, but we do want to win this game. So the lineup is as follows. Malaga is in goal, Trent, Cabrera, Arthur and Target at the back. Zachary Paul in the DM position as I'm a little bit worried about Wolves, so I'm going to play our DM formation. Diego and De Luca in the middle, Embolo's the Deuter on the right, Jadon Sancho has a rare appearance on the left. To be fair, he's done well this season when he's come in as that inside forward. He hasn't played much as we haven't really had to use this formation much, but he does done well. He's scored 5 goals this season in that role, and Girigori is going to be the complete forward up top for us. So let's have a look at Wolves. Let's see what formation they want to play. To be fair, they're playing quite defensively minded. 3 at the back, 2 wing backs and 2 centre mids. So we do need to be careful about that. Go out there and prove a point, my friends. And hopefully we can grab a win against Wolves. So we're going to get the game underway. Wolves against Swansea. I'm not sure why we don't have the table up, if I'm honest with you. But there we are. But we are dominating possession. Oh, no, it's 50-50. I was going to go control, but no. We're going to leave it as we are. Why don't we have the league table up then, guys? Mbolo gets it back to DeLuca. It's headed away. Can I quickly get the league table up? I can. There we go. Diego from distance. Has a shot. Tipped over the bar. No, it's a goal kick. We're not going to give him that much credit. But it says we're being overrun in the midfield, but I never really trust that status. We're going to kind of leave it for now. Wolves have had all the shots, though. So I might switch formation second half. Luan finds Yedlin. Crosses it in. Arthur does clear the ball. But they are going to have another shot at us. Margetson to Servi. He's done damage against us in the past. John to Luan. They're passing it so freely. No one's there for Yedlin. Target wasn't closing him down. And Wolves header it over the bar. It's been all Wolves. I am a little bit concerned. I might mix it up in the second half. Zachary Paul whips one in though. Heads it down for DeLuca. No one's there, but Zachary Paul's going to get a chance to cross it in. Yedlin clears it. Are we going to have another go? Sancho to Diego. Diego to DeLuca. 20 long shots. Zachary Paul. Oh. I just had visions of him sliding it into Zachary Paul to make it 1-0, but it isn't to be. I think we are definitely going to mix things up in the second half. So I could give that was a bit disappointing. So tactics. We're going to go back to our regular formation. Obviously, we need to mix up a few people here. Girigori can go up front. Diego, Paul, DeLuca, they're all fine. Jadon Sancho, you might have to be the man that makes way. And we are going to bring Jose on for you. And I've realised I haven't got a striker on the bench. Not my most smartest decision. But we're going to go in the second half. We're going to mix the formation up a bit. Hopefully this will get us some more shots on target, to be fair. I might even go attacking. Just to mix things up a bit. We haven't had a shot on target all game, which does worry me slightly. But Mendy for Wolves. To Will Hughes, I'm assuming. To Servi. We need to watch him. He's a dangerous player. Mendy, they're passing the ball. But it is intercepted. Well, it's a loose pass. That is intercepted. Mbolo's going to pick that up. Girigori finds Diego. Works his way to the edge of the area. Can he cross it in for Girigori? Over the bar. And if I had a striker on the bench, now would be a time for me to bring him on for Girigori. DeLuca crosses it in from the corner. Wolves are going to counter-attack. We've had 10 shots and none on target, by the way. Just want to point that out. Servi to Hughes. Finds Margetson. It's a goal for Wolves. Margaman with the goal. Oh, that's not a good result for us. Because if Spurs win their game in hand, they'll go 3 points clear at the top of the table. We need to get at least a draw before our game against Spurs to try and mount any sort of challenge. And Wolves do pull ahead. They are 1-0 up. Oh, I haven't got a striker on the bench. DeLuca, you can kind of play striker. We'll bring on Pineda to play deep line playmaker. We're going to go more direct on the passing as well. To try and mix things up. This is either going to work spectacularly or spectacularly backfire. DeLuca finds Trent. Just a poor cross from Trent. Can we win the ball back? We can. Trent to Pineda. to Jose. Back to Trent. That's a lovely cross to Mbolo. Heads it down for De Luca. And De Luca gets the equaliser. Get in there. The makeshift striker, Fabio De Luca, because I am stupid enough to not put a striker on the bench, grabs the equaliser. Trent crosses it in. Mbolo heads it down. De Luca on the half volley. Our first shot on target. And it is a goal. I'm going to encourage the team. Don't know if that did it. Yes, it did. A corner. Cleared by Mendy. Pineda outside the area. Zachary Paul to Pineda. Can we find anybody? Arthur? We're going backwards, my friends. We need to go forwards. Trent finds De Luca. Can he cross it? He can from Mbolo! I thought that was in. I'm not going to lie. I thought that was in. But target to Diego. Come on, boys. We've woken up the last 15 minutes. It's a long ball over the top from Mbolo. He's not going to get it. And Wolves are going to start a counter-attack, but Diego does intercept. Jose to De Luca. Lovely passing. Zachary Paul. He had time. I think the wrong person that fell to. He's got a long shot on him, Zachary Paul. Not so much on the finishing. Cleared as far as Pineda. Unlucky from him. We got one more sub to make. Zachary Paul's looking a bit tired. Anybody we can bring on to make a difference? Not really. I'm going to bring on Almiron to play ball-winning midfielder and swap them two round and swap them two round. So Diego's going to be the ball-winning midfielder. We're going to chuck Jose up front. We're going for 4-3-3. For the last 5 minutes of the game. 87 minutes. It's 1-1. We don't want to drop points here. We do want to try and grab 3 points. Because unless Spurs drop points, we are going to be in trouble. Ings to Luan. He jumps over the slide. Yeah, the low cross. Oh. That was close. That was close. I'll take the draw at this point. I'll take the draw. We've only had 2 shots on target all game. And it does look like it's going to be a 1-1 draw unless Wolves score the last kick of the game. Diego does clear it. Full-time whistle. It is a 1-1 draw. It's a disappointing result, but we do play Spurs next in the league, so we can make up for that. We do go top of the Premier League with a 1-1 draw. De Luca scouted again. He got the equaliser. So we look at the competitions page, and we do go top of the league by a point, but Spurs do have a game in hand on us. And if they win the game in hand, they'll go 2 points clear. Oh, that might come back to bite us in the race for the title. But next episode, we're going to have PSG and Spurs. That is going to be a huge episode for us. I'm going to save the game just to be sure. But that is going to be a huge episode for us. It's going to be PSG away from home. So we get the away leg first. We did lose the away leg in the group stage when we had them earlier on in the competition. And we've got Spurs in the league away from home as well. Oh, I'm nervous about that game now. Now that we've drawn against Wolves, I'm nervous about that game. Because if we draw that game, they'll be 2 points clear of us. If we win, we go point clear. Anything can happen, my friends. You do not want to miss the next episode. Leave a like if you enjoy, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more Saving Swans content and Football Manager 2018 content. We upload Saving Swans every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 4 PM GMT. And hopefully I will see you next time for a blockbuster episode of Saving Swans. Thank you very much for watching.